Hey, this is Joe Platz
I'm Ryan Gardner.
with the Platz Group at Keller Realty. And today, I know it embarrasses you a little bit, but we wanted to say, first off, thank you to Ryan for being one of our veterans and serving our country and writing that check that not everybody writes, but we're really grateful for everybody that does. And as part of being a veteran, what does that mean in context of real estate, Ryan?
Well, it means there's a specific loan that's designed for veterans, and it's something that's earned. It's not something you can pay for. You can't buy it. It's not FHA. Nobody. You have to earn it, right?
I can't go on eBay and get a VA benefit?
No.
Ah, man. All right. No. Actually, I'm super thrilled for it. Love our veterans and just love that our country takes a moment to acknowledge those people that have served and gives them those opportunities. So let's talk about, first off, Ryan, even in your tenure in the real estate industry, how often do you find other veterans that don't even know this exists?
Oh, a ton of them don't know it exists or don't understand it, or there's a bad stigma. They're just like, oh, well, I hear I can't get a house with that.
Wow.
It's just a lot of different things that they're just very unclear. Like, it's a mystery. Like, it won't work for me.
Gotcha. So it's more of a maybe even a myth understanding, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So dial it down for us, Ryan. Like, what happens when somebody is VA eligible?
Well, when you're VA eligible, so I purchased a home on a VA loan. It allowed me to do a no payment down, so I didn't have to pay a penny out of pocket on the down payment of that home.
Zero down.
I had zero PMI. So PMI, for those who don't know, that's a mortgage insurance. And if you're under 20% home to value,
Down payment. Yep.
Then you're going to pay, it can be anywhere from $100 to $1,000.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
sometimes you have to pay thousands when you close because the mortgage company will make you prepay all the PMI.
Yeah. And it can change what size of house you're getting, what product you're shopping for, because that PMI can be really expensive. So I had zero down payment, I had zero PMI, and then I had no prepayment penalty, which also allowed me, because I wanted to do some different stuff later, it allowed me to change my loan out and not pay a penalty. So I also had a higher debt to income ratio, which was sweet, because it just allowed me to know, hey, even if I don't want this house, I know I can get to this house. And sometimes you're stretching that because jobs are changing or things are changing, and hey, I really want this house. And in some circumstances, I wouldn't be able to get it, but I was able to get it with the VA.
Right. Or you might have a spouse where for some reason their income doesn't count, or like sometimes we have people that work at Boeing and sometimes their overtime and bonuses can go towards that calculation. Sometimes it can't. Right. So it just creates a wider field of opportunity.
Yeah.
What was your experience with the interest rate, Ryan? Did you see any advantages there?
It was awesome. Like, I think it was a better rate, and we've seen over this last year, we've seen VA loans be the better rate.
Right. So they get a low rate, and then Ryan, sometimes our veterans, they come back and they've survived, right? Which is a fantastic thing, but they're not necessarily 100%. Like they were before they went. Tell us about how that works inside of the VA loan.
Yeah, so we call that just clearly it's a disabled benefit. Normally it's a 10% disabled, which is a low disability. Could be hearing tinnitus. It can be all kinds of different small things. So it doesn't mean that you're not functional or something like that. But what it does is it changes kind of the dynamic of the loan, that you get to waive some fees that might be there if you didn't have that disability. So it's just another way that they're kind of covering down and offering another level of service if you do have that disability. So it's a really special program. And again, like you said, taking that step to take care of our veterans.
Right. So starting at 10% all the way to full disability,
right.
There's different options, there's different opportunities, and there's reasons why. Sometimes I've actually seen where we have a veteran, they turn in their VA eligibility, but they forget to tell their loan officer if they have any of those disability benefits from their time in service. So that's something that you should not overlook.
Right.
Ryan, sometimes in real estate, people get these ideas from 5, 10, 50 years ago, maybe even 100 years ago, where they say, you know what, these are the black and white lines of real estate. Again, do you find real estate's real black and white, or do you find that maybe it's not always as black and white as we'd like it to be?
That it's not, and that can be a good thing and a bad thing, right? So it depends on whether you like to negotiate or not.
So we talked about maybe there was some myth understandings about VA loans. I've heard some people kind of speak poorly of VA loans. Why would they speak poorly of VA loans?
I think there's a couple reasons. Maybe they don't understand the process or the loan itself. There used to be, I think, a stigma, like you said years ago, that the VA wasn't a good loan product, that it wasn't backed, right? So, but that's just simply not true. And then that they've said, well, that sounds all wonderful and everything, but I've heard when it's competitive that they're just going to move my offer to the side.
Mm-hmm.
What have you done, Joe, that has brought that VA offer to the top of the list?
Yeah. Well, we got to close one just the other day for my good friend Frank. You met Frank, right?
Awesome.
And what we were able to do is, candidly, we were in a multiple offer situation, and we were not the highest offer. But through our negotiation, through the way that we engaged with the other party, how we talked about what the seller needed as far as they were working with a relocation company and moving out, and really getting everybody on the same page, on the same goal, with the mutual goals working together, we were actually able, with a VA loan, to beat out multiple offers and not be the highest offer. And I don't know how to be shy about this if you're watching this video, but that's why you need an experienced real estate professional with verifiable results, is because we have those stories, and we don't win them all, right?
No.
We don't win them all, but you stack the odds in your favor. So if you have questions about VA loans, reach out to Ryan and I. We're going to hook you up with literally the absolute best VA lenders in our area that are going to walk you through that process, and with the best lender and maybe a little bit of experience on your broker side, we're going to help you do something pretty awesome like Ryan's house.
Sweet.
All right, we're out.